Hello, everybody. How you doing out there today? This is Queen Elisha Bach. I am your RRCA, your relationship reality coach. I'm the Queen of Beauty. I'm here today to speak to you concerning men and women. Men and women. Okay? That will be our topic of discussion today. Men and women are not compatible anymore. Men are pulling away. There's four reasons why men are pulling away from women. They're not compatible anymore. They don't get along with each other anymore. They don't like each other anymore. There's a lot of fights from within the relationship with a man and with a woman today. So me as the CCA, as the Queen of Beauty and the I'm sorry, I'm not a CCA. I'm sorry, I'm getting my other channel mixed up here. I'm an RRC, Relationship Reality Coach. I have two or three different channels, so I got it mixed up there. But men and women are not compatible, okay? Now I'm going to just talk about the four reasons. The four reasons that I believe and that I understand about a man and a woman trying to be in a relationship with each other, trying to get to know one another, and trying to understand each other. Number one, they are not compatible, meaning that they just do not get along. Men and women today just do not get along and they don't see eye to eye with each other. It's a lot of problems with the man being right and the woman being wrong. The woman being right and the man being wrong. It's a lot of problems there. The man wanted his way and the woman wanted their way. It's in a relationship, it have to be compatibility. You have to be able to get along with each other. You have to be able to stand one another. You have to be mutual in a relationship. You have to be some comparison or, comparison and laying things out on the table and talking about it and trying to understand and come up with the perfect solution for the situation. But I find as a relationship coach, a reality coach, that is very, very hard today. It's very, very complicated today for a man and a woman to be in a relationship. That's why you got so many videos now being posted on YouTube where women are coming practically every day saying that men don't approach them, men don't like them, men don't want them, men don't even talk to them anymore. Okay? Because what's the problem is this men men have to be in a relationship and they have to be with a woman that they can comprehend, talk to, and have some kind of peace and understanding in their home or in their relationship. Because you might not be living together. One might be living in one house and the other one might be living in a different house. Okay? So, men are not like women. And that's another thing women need to really understand about men, that they are not like us. They are not like us. They don't think like us. They don't do things like we do. They do things in a whole different way. And see, and this is one of the problems that the women are having with, with the man. They can't agree with the way that the man is. The woman wants to change the man. The woman want the man to be her way. The woman want the man to do the things the way that she want the man to do things. And that's just not going to work with a real man. A real man is never ever going to let a woman control them. That's number one. That's number one. A real man is never going to never ever let a woman tell them everything that they need to do and how they need to do and how they need to think and how they need to feel and what they need to wear and what they need to do. They're not going to do it. They would rather leave the relationship or they just rather not even get involved with a woman. And this is what's going on. They rather not get involved today with a woman. And the ones that are involved with us, that are in a relationship together, they are having a very, very hard time with each other. It's a lot of drama, it's a lot of confusion, it's a lot of arguing, it's a lot of disagreeing, it's a lot of sadness and misery and unhappiness in the relationship. I mean, it's going on so very rapidly today. And that's why the divorce rate is so very high today. It is so very high because men, men, men and women are walking away from each other. But I find today that men are doing most of the walking today because they are just they have they just have made it up in their mind. I'm talking about the ones that's in a relationship. They made it up in their mind that it's just not going to work. And then the ones that's not in relationships, that's single today. They single. They don't even want to be in a relationship with a woman. They don't want to even be involved with a woman today. They rather not approach the woman. They rather not be with the woman. They rather be alone because they say they have their peace like that. They don't want to go through the drama. They don't want to go through the confusion. They don't want to go through, the woman judging them, the woman putting them down, the woman criticizing. All the things that go on when you try to have a relationship with someone that's not compatible with each other. It's a lot of confusion when you are with someone that's not compatible with you. So that's why the men today would rather be alone because they know the modern women today, the modern day women today, it's hard to find a woman that's compatible with them. It's hard to find a woman that can understand them. So they just say, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather just go to the gym. I'd rather just do me. I'd just rather be single, because it's just, it's been so much confusion, and the men has went through a lot of, I'm not just saying men and women have been through a lot of hurt and a lot of pain trying to be in a relationship. So if you're not compatible, the men are saying today, I just rather be alone because it's hard for me to find somebody that like me for me. I don't see the men complaining about today that a woman don't want to date them or a woman don't want to approach them or a woman don't want to, I don't see the men complaining. I don't see the men complaining. It's the women that's complaining today. Okay? So let's talk about the four reasons right now that men and women are not compatible anymore. And men are pulling away from women. Pulling away, meaning that they don't want to be bothered anymore with a woman. And that is very, very sad to me That's very, very sad to me. It's sad that the situation is the way that it is today. When a man don't want to be bothered with a woman, when a man pull away from a woman, a man don't want to date a woman, he don't want to go out with you, nothing. He don't want to have anything to do with you. That is a very, very bad state of mind to be in as a man. As a man, it is. It is. It is. But see, I want to believe as a woman, because I'm a woman myself. I want to believe as a woman that I believe that the women have driven the men to this way. They have driven the men to the point right now to where they just say, I just don't bother with these women anymore. They have hurt me for the last time. They have rejected me for the last time. They have went against me for the last time. They have judged me and criticized me and tried to put me in their category for the last time. See, something about men that you don't understand, women, is this. Men today, they are looking for women to accept them for who they are, what they have, what they got. And see, that's the problem with women today. You just don't want to accept a man for who he is. You want the man to be what you want him to be and how you want them to be. You're looking for a certain man. You're looking for a certain man to fit your vision that you having about a man. You want a man, that's got a good career, a good job that can take care of you and take care of you and your children. And, you want a man, you want a man 6 feet tall with big muscles or whatever. See what I'm saying? And see, it don't work like that all the time. So, so the men are pulling away because they can see that the women today are not thinking logically. They're not thinking logically. They're not. You're not thinking with logic. You have lost that logic, that understanding that you need about a man. You're looking for this character as a man. You're not really looking for a man, ladies. You're looking for a character of a man that you have painted inside your mind. An image of a man that you have painted him to be and what you want him to be and what you look like. So it's really fairy tale thinking, to be honest. And see, the men know that. They know that you thinking like a fairy tale thinking. It's not reality the way that you think about them. So they're pulling away. They don't want to be in a relationship and they don't want to get married, and they have their reasons. And see, what you women need to do is just be quiet, calm down, calm down, and try to look at the situation with a mature mindset. Try to look at the situation in a mature mindset. Look at the situation the way that you need to look at it. Stop judging the man. Stop judging them, because the more you judge and the more you point fingers and the more you try to figure out why they don't want you, well, the reason why they are pulling away and they don't want you, you're not compatible to them. You're not what they are looking for today in a woman. That's number one. That's number one. Okay? So let's talk about the four. reasons. You can't agree together. You don't get along. You emotionally disconnected. You emotionally disconnected from each other. The man is emotionally disconnected from the woman is the woman is too emotional in the relationship. She too emotional because the man don't want to spend time with you the way you want him to spend time. Or the man not paying you no attention in the relationship. Or, the man is not looking for the woman to go out with date them anymore because it is emotionally have been disconnected between the man and the woman today. It's a lot of emotionally disconnection. Okay, you and the man is just not connecting emotionally. You see the picture on the screen where the man is trying to talk to the woman. He got his hands up saying, please, would you just listen to me and let me talk to you? Let me try to give you some understanding. And you have a lot of men that just don't talk. They just emotionally disconnected. But this picture here, he's trying to talk to his lady. And she pointing the finger at him all in his face. And see, no, no. This is the perfect picture, it's the perfect example of a relationship today, where the man is trying to talk and the woman have her finger pointed and accusing him and blaming him and judging him for all the things that's going on in the relationship. And the women do not look at themselves. They don't look at themselves. They just blame everything on the man. It's your fault. Why this is happening? Why this going on? And that's what they're doing on the YouTube videos that they're making on TikTok and Instagram now. They saying that the men just don't want us because of their reasons why they don't want us. They don't want us because they're not right. They don't want us because of this. They don't want us because of that. Really, the reason why men don't want you is because you need to look at yourself. You have to look at yourself, ladies, to understand why a man don't want you. And I'm not talking about that today. Okay, we're just talking about the 4 reasons today why a man is pulling away and not compatible to a woman. You don't believe in each other. You don't have no belief. You have a lot of doubt. You have a lot of doubt. Men have a lot of doubt about women today, approaching them, walking up to them. They have a lot of doubt about it. Is she gonna like me? Or is she gonna reject me? Or she gonna criticize me? Or she gonna put me down because I'm not making enough money for her? What? So I'd rather not approach her. I'd rather not approach her because see, she might judge me the wrong way. She might reject me. So men have their reasons why they are not approaching you. See, the compatibility is not there. You don't believe in one another anymore. See, back in the 80s and the 90s, 2000, early 2000, men and women were still approaching each other. Men and women were still compatible, trying to get along, trying to make it work. But today is just a whole different ball game in the park today. You just don't believe in each other no more. Men don't want to try. They don't want to try, because me as a woman, I really do understand why men don't really want to try with women as hard as they used to try with them. I really do understand that as a woman. I do. I'm on number one. We got 3 more reasons why. I understand that because see, I'm a woman myself, and I know it can be very difficult and very hard and very confusing for a man in a relationship with a black woman. I'm gonna just say a black woman because I'm a black woman. It can be very difficult, very hard, very hurting, because black women, they just so emotionally destroyed. Let me say that black women are so emotionally destroyed. And so are men. Men just respond to men just respond to their emotionally destruction in a different way than a woman do. See, a man will just go somewhere by himself, close the door, get in front of TV, get in front of Xbox, listen to some music, or go out with his friends, or something like that to deal with his emotions. But see, women, they do a lot of outbursts. They have a lot of outbursts. A lot of outbursts. They go into a lot of raging and arguing and pointing and confusion and blaming. They do that. They do that, especially when they can't get the man to do what they want them to do. They do that. And see, this is the part that men don't want to deal with anymore. They don't want to deal with the drama. They don't want to deal with the confusion. And I know black women do have a lot of drama going on in a relationship because they get angry and they get angry at themselves. See, I told you I'm a reality coach. They get angry at themselves and then they will take it out on the man. And then they'll start blaming him and point fingers at him. Well, you don't want to be with me. Well, you don't want to eat dinner with me today. Or you don't want to. No, he don't. No, he don't want to. He don't want to. He don't want, he don't even want to be in your presence because you are so ugly and so nasty. You have a nasty disposition about yourself. There's no peace in your presence. There's no love and joy and laughter and, happiness. So they rather just be away, you know? And I'm just saying, this is the average man. This is the average black man that I'm talking about. So number two is social media. Social media has destroyed men and women relationships. I mean, it have destroyed. Social media, you got the models on Instagram and Facebook, and they showing all their body and all of that. And, you got the texting where men and women they don't even meet each other in person anymore. They don't even give each other phone numbers to one another anymore. It's just if they do get a phone number, they're just gonna find them on the text lines or something and just start texting them, add them on WhatsApp or Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, Telegram, and they just gonna start texting each other. They're gonna start texting each other. They got plenty texting platforms, chat platforms. And this is another problem that's destroying relationship between a man. Texting is not real. That's not a real relationship. When you text somebody, you never met them and you never talk to them on the phone. You never hear their voice. They never hear your voice. That is a robotic technology cloned relationship. It's not real. And this is another reason why men don't have to approach women anymore to be in a relationship because they got so many platforms on the on the internet where they can just go to any dating app or Facebook or Instagram, anywhere, and just find women to just chat with, to talk with, to text them, and just build a relationship right there with them over the text and over the chat. This have destroyed relationships. It have destroyed men coming up to you. They don't have to come up to you no more, ladies. They can go right on a platform and find any woman that they want to chat and to text and to get to know and to get involved with. And that's how they doing it, a lot of them is they doing it that way. That keeps them from being in your presence. Because see, the average black man cannot deal, or white man cannot deal with the presence of a woman anymore. So they choosing these social media platforms to connect with women and start dating and get in a relationship with. You have people on social media platforms that's been dating for a year and 2 years and never saw each other a day in their life. You have people that's been dating for 6 months and they never even ever called each other on the telephone. See, this is the kind of things that are destroying the compatibility between a man and a woman. It's destroying that today. And men are pulling away because they got so many other avenues that they can go to get connected with a woman through text, through chat, through dating apps. They have all kind of porn, all kind of things they have where they don't have to involve themselves with a real, authentic woman. They have other avenues where they can go get their thrill off or, where they can go get served up, porn and all kind of things there. Masturbation where, you can join in a text or a chat or a video chat. Y'all can just masturbate with each other. They have all kind of things. All kind of. So that's why I say the internet, it have destroyed the number two. It have destroyed the men and women coming together in a relationship. And they have destroyed the man and the man coming up to approach a woman because you got so many videos talking about men. Man, you need to stay away from that woman. You need not don't even talk to them girls. Them girls not right no more. Them girls ain't, they ain't on it no more, man. We don't need no woman no more. We don't need women no more. We just gonna stay away from them females, bro. We not gonna even involve ourselves with them. So you got all this stuff on YouTube and Facebook and talking about how a man needs to stay away from women. And that's another thing. That's why I say the social media. It's a lot of influence up there with the videos and all the posting, and it's a lot of influence. People don't even have their own mindset anymore when it comes to nothing. When it comes to nothing, I mean, when it comes right to nothing, anything that a person want to do or feel or know, they go right to the internet to try to figure it out. They don't even have their own mindset to think and to figure things out on their own. They go to videos and apps and all kind of things to help them to try to resolve their issues with women or dating or relationships or being in a marriage or whatever. That's number two. Number three is the women are too masculine. Women, you are too masculine for the man. You too mad. You too hard. You too hard. You too hard. You too loud. You too vulgar. You too, you know, you too masculine. You too controlling. You want to be in control of the relationship. You want to be in control of the household. You want to be in control of the man. You want to be in control of the children. You want to be in control of everything. You're too masculine. You don't know how to be gentle. You don't know how to be soft and kind and loving and understanding. Yes, when a man walk up to you to approach you, it's men today that still desire women, but they don't desire the women today because of their reasons why. That's gonna be our last reason. Okay? So you're very masculine, and you got masculine energy. You don't have feminine energy. See, when you have feminine energy, you are real soft, you're real gentle, real sweet and kind. And when a man approach you when you're on the street, see, the men are afraid to approach you. They are afraid to approach you because, see, they already know how you are. Because you got this social media where men don't actually make videos and where they approach women and women had their head up in the air and had their nose turned up and saying acting like they was not interested in the man. I don't know you. Get away from me. I don't like you. You ain't got enough money. You don't look good enough, or your car don't look good. Or where do you live and what kind of car? How much money you make a day working. See, men, you're just too masculine. When the man walk up to you to approach you, you reject the man. And I'm saying 95% of women today, it might be 98. I know the number is high. It's very high because you got men today saying that they do not even want to deal with women anymore. So it might be 98% or 90, yeah, close to 100. You only have a few feminine women, a few, and most of them are older women, to be honest. Most of them are older women in their 40s, 50s, you know what I'm saying? Mid 40s, mid 50s, 60, most of them, maybe late 30s. You have most of these young women today, they are too masculine. They too masculine. They too, they want to be the man, and they. So when the man do approach the woman, you runs them away. And I'm getting ready to leave. The last point that I'm gonna make. You run them away. You run them away because you don't have that feminine energy. That feminine energy just make a man desire you. You saw. How you doing? How you doing today? I'm glad to meet you. My name is Kelly. Where do you live? Oh, I live around the corner, about a mile away. Can I get your phone number? Yes, you can get my phone number. You get my phone number. I like you. I like you too. You're a very nice looking man. Okay? Just feminine energy. See, that's what it is. Masculine energy will always run a man because a man is masculine. But a man do have feminine energy, but see, they not going to show that energy to a woman that's having masculine energy. See, the reason I say feminine energy is because men can do some nice things for women. Men can do nice, beautiful things for women. I mean, men can make you feel so good. They can make you feel so wonderful. That's that feminine side of a man that they have that they never really get a chance to show in a relationship because the women are too masculine for them to show that energy. So they never let a woman see that side of them. And that's why the woman get angry, they get frustrated, they get all of that, because the man is not showing that he just emotionally unavailable because he already know if he show too much feelings and too much emotions, he might get hurt because the woman is striving and thriving in her masculine energy. And a man can see it, how you walk, how you talk, how you speak, how you carry yourself. They can see that you are in masculine energy. And that's a lot of reasons why they don't walk up to you. Because they can just see how you acting and walking and carrying yourself, that what kind of energy you are in. Last one. Last one is, um, men are number four. Today men are falling for men today. You have a lot of gay men today. You have a lot of gay men. Ooh, I've never seen so many gay men in my life. You have a lot of bisexual men today. They're like men and women. And this is another reason why men are pulling away and not compatible to women anymore. This is another reason because they looking at a man and they looking at a man now. They looking at a man now. They looking at men now. They having some kind of desire, because when they look at these men, they see feminine energy in the man. I'm talking about bisexual really right here. They see that feminine energy in a man. You know what I'm saying? And they don't see it. They don't see it in a relationship, or they don't see it with the women that they have, or they don't see it with the women walking the streets today. So they see a feminine energy in the man, and that's why they call them down low men. They hitting these men up. They hitting them up. Queen know what she talking about. Okay, they hitting them up. They married and all of that. They're in relationships with women, but they don't even care. They don't even care. They don't even care. See, they desires. Something is wrong with their natural desires. Okay, and it could be the fact they've been raped, they've been molested when they was little boys. You know, maybe they didn't tell their girlfriend or their wife that they had been raped. Was 5 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old. So so a lot of them just plan out, that trauma of being sexually abused when they was little boys. Okay, they just plan that trauma. It's like a trauma response. So you got a lot of young men gay today, bisexual, and this is another reason a lot of masturbating too. Masturbation is on a high rate between men and women. Men and women, but I'm just saying men today, they masturbate a lot. I'm talking about young men. They've been doing it since they was 10 years old, 9 years old. Some of them never even had girlfriends. They never even walked up and approached no woman. This is the fourth reason I'm here to leave. They never approached anyone in their life because of that masturbation. You got husbands that masturbate and have been married for 10, 15, 20 years. They masturbate. So this is another reason why the compatibility in a relationship and the pulling away in a relationship and the pulling away from the men approaching the women is because the other reason is the masturbation. The masturbation, see, the men need to stop the masturbation. Women too, you need to stop that because the more you do that, the more and less you're going to desire a woman because you pleasing yourself. And women, you need to get out of all the makeup and all the, the BBLs and the eyeliners and eyelashes and Tommy Tuck. You need to let all of that stuff go and strip yourself. Cut your hair off bald. Cut your hair, pull the weave out, the tracks out. Cut your hair off bald and just let it grow and strip yourself out. Strip change. Just change your way. Change your whole way of being and thinking. Because the men don't want it no more. They don't like your new look. They don't like your new look, your makeup and all that. They don't like it. So you have to let all of that go. So this is Queen, and I'm just gonna get ready to leave now. I just wanted to be here for a minute. So subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave me a comment. If you need Queen to help you in any kind of way, leave me a comment and let me know.